inspire. I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a brighter me. I'm sorry. To all my supporters, man. I love y'all. I just want to say thank you.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Peterman. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Peterman on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Peterman on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Detroit! Out of the gun, Peterman. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set! 3-19!
They'll try the left side. Carter. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hurry up, here we go!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Peterman. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on 1st down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is recovered in the end zone by the defense. My goodness, what a late turn of events here. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Gates has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Carter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
2nd and 10. Peterman again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, Peterman steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're not.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action with Peterman. Eluding the pressure right. And just shutting him off there. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And nowhere to turn for Peterman as he hits the turf. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Over. Gone.
From the gun, it's Peterman. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third and goal, Peterman. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And his kick is indeed good. And they add on to their first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Detroit! 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 Over, 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 over!
2nd and 10 now. Peterman. Now he's forced out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Watching now, Barney.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Now it's Peterman. And pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? On 1st down, Carter. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
On 2nd down now, Carter. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right, escaping the pressure right. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now let's go. 319.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Lambo will put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced a field goal.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. They run with Hines. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. No, check, Patriot, Patriot.
Now they try the right side here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And they'll go on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. More from Cleveland after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they'll run it here. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Peterman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Colts on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Colts on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Hot!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty.
Gone!
Peterman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Gates, the intended receiver there. And now it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, second and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
3 down. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, Carter. And he loses the football a second time. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And on the ground they go with a running back. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run on first down. Carter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Blue, 90. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll keep it on the ground. Carter, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They're going to look to throw. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On second down now, Carter, and they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Four down, check, 4 down. Hot! Go. Hot!
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Peterman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Out of the gun, Peterman. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
From midfield now, here's Peterman. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
2nd down, Peterman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Peterman eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are in for 6. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Peterman to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st down, Carter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Peterman on second down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Back there, not Philly. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Peterman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Leopard! Leopard!
Throwing now. Peterman on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Back there, not Philly. Here we go.
Here's Hines. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard!
Now it's Peterman. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run on 1st down. Carter trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
On 2nd down, Carter. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On 1st down, Carter. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Right
there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Here's Peterman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Peterman to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing now is Peterman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Now sheds him off. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Detroit! 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 Gone!
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot.
He's back to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Good. Straight up, here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.